My name is Laura Suarez. I am the program director here for the Women's Business Center. For me, it's been a lot of accountability, which is, I think, one of the biggest things that we tend to maybe struggle with. I know I do. Understanding my day-to-day tasks versus my vision tasks versus, has been an experience. I'm feeling a little bit more confident in how I structure my days, my weeks, and my months. I believe that the ladies and myself too that are attending this program feel more in control of their own lives, at least their own schedules. And one of the visions I had was, how do we get our women to feel like there's no invisible barrier to may hold them back from what they want to accomplish. And so now, with chipping away a little bit a day, helps remove those barriers and gives us a little bit more confidence that we can get to that next level. And so, them visiting with their business advisor, them jotting down their personal goals, myself included, it really gives you a platform. Hopefully this continues to be a space for them to feel like they have a community that can help them achieve those goals. It has, I feel, and I'm going to say this speaking on experience, it's definitely put it on paper. Envisioning what you want for your own mental and emotional health has been a detriment to me on, okay, if it's on paper and I haven't maybe checked off that box, then I am accountable to myself. And so I believe, it's been really helpful for them and for myself to see, where do I want to be in 3 months? Maybe where do I want to be in 6 months? What does it look like I'll give you an example. For me, it's to meditate once a day. I've never done that. So what does it look like to meditate once a day? And how do I set up my environment so that I can be, at least for 15 minutes, be accountable to me? And so hopefully that is the same experience for the women. For me, it's been, honestly, it's been a long time waiting. I struggled with a lot of the stress that came into my life. I felt, of course, right, it's self-induced. And because sometimes I live in my head and everything I have to do sits here. And once I started to write it down, once I started to see what things I needed to accomplish to not give me that stress or to not make me feel overwhelmed, it really set the stage for the rest of the month. My stress levels have greatly reduced. I not only am accountable to myself in my journal, but I'm also accountable to my weekly tasks that I give my direct supervisor. What I can offer to our women, the ladies that work here at the center. I'm in much better moods, and I know that makes me more accountable and happier for them. The stress is not that high anymore. I definitely feel like I'm more in tune with what I need to give me better health. I started off this program coming out of being sick twice in a couple of weeks, and so I know that it had to do with the stress levels I was experiencing. And again, now that I can actually put things on paper and really evaluate where I am, I'm feeling so much better, and I can. There's no better words to say thank you for the help. I'm going to say the books you made us listen to are audiobooks. For me, there was a pivotal moment where I thought multitasking looked a certain way, and I remember doing laundry at a laundromat when it hit me, that I could be doing something as tiny as doing my laundry, but also be learning at the same time. So it was really nice to learn from the books. There was one in specific, The Emotional Roller Coaster, and it talked about managing, and it talked about what it's like to be a leader. and what things you need to be looking out for. And I'm not that far off. I run a center, and it's like running your own business, and it's going to continue to give me the tools that I need. And it doesn't, also these books make you feel not alone. So we are, in our journeys, we all go through the same things. I'm going to say something incredibly big. We've hired a full-time staff member at the WBC that is going to be an incredible support system to not just the center, but myself. And so learning delegation and learning how, I play a role in the growth. I can give myself more time to my advisory board. We can actually start fundraising to the exact amount of money that we need to support the center. So in that capacity, we have a full-time employee. I think I'm going to tie it back to the delegation. It makes me think about, especially when taking a meeting, what can I take that will be a benefit to the center's growth, and what can my team members take on to continue that growth, but now I don't have to necessarily be the one taking it on. And so it's looking at bigger picture thinking, and how do I play a role in that bigger picture thinking, and also how am I still available for the people that that work with me every day, to also be a support system for them. So again, I think for me, it's more of that delegation. It's more of that, who am I to the center, and how I can best utilize my time. And again, it's the productivity. It's in the, what can I take and what can I delegate? Which I know in the beginning, Jay, you and I had spoken about feeling very overwhelmed and feeling like I couldn't spread myself any thinner because we needed support at the center, but I also needed to be out into the community. So now I know that the more I can give to my team, the more I can be out there speaking on behalf of the center and the wonderful work we do here. But this is always me. I feel always so inspired, especially, so we have a woman in our cohort that speaks predominantly Spanish, but she's really taken on that challenge and, participating in an all English cohort. And I couldn't be more proud of somebody that's taking that on and saying, like, I'm going to do it. So all the time inspiration. They're wonderful women. We heard from a woman who had a couple of barriers or obstacles, I'll call them, and she overcame them, and she's still part of the cohort. So super kudos. We're a beautiful 10-person, I believe, cohort. My experience with ImagineX has been wonderful, and not to be biased, I'm not biased, but working with Jay has been absolutely a pleasure. I love how you inspire that accountability, you inspire hope, you inspire just that we really can do anything we set our minds to. And I couldn't be more happy to be a partner in crime with you in this. I hope that we can get this program funded so that it could be a self-sustaining program, that we can still be based off of the Women's Business Center, and that we can make potentially this cohort be given this program be given every two times a year. So our spring and our fall cohorts. To join us, be here, be part of this wonderful program. If you've been struggling with not understanding what's holding you back, if you know you have a vision and you know where you want to take your business, but for some reason life gets in the way, which it does, this program can help you break down those barriers a little bit at a time. So taking it 15 minutes a day, taking 30 minutes a day, then accounts for a whole month, and then you start seeing patterns be changed. So don't be fearful. This is a great program to kind of help you through those what I call invisible barriers we place on ourselves. So join us in this beautiful cohort and see your life change. Congratulations. I am so incredibly proud. Thank you so much for being part of this beautiful pilot program, and we hope you become an alumni. And one of the biggest things I want to see is their financials start growing. We want to be here to support you in that journey. Let us hold your hand if we have to, so that you know that you're always going to have a support system, and that you got this, and you can make that sale, and you can really start generating growth for your business financially.